Welcome to today's learning tutorial. Today, our learning objective focuses on the formal written method of multiplying a two-digit number by a one-digit number. But first, let's just get your brain warmed up and get ready to learn. Here are 3 questions for you to complete. Pause the video and have a go. So how did you get on? In question 1, there are 3 lots of 2. Which is 3 multiplied by 2. Next, there are 3 groups of 2 tens, which is 6 tens or 60. 3 multiplied by 20 is 60. In question 2, we can see you've been given practice using 8 times tables facts to solve some multiple of 10 calculations. Do you see the link? 1 multiplied by 8 is 8. 1 multiplied by 80 is 80. 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. So 2 multiplied by 80 is 160. 3 multiplied by 8 is 24. So 3 multiplied by 80 is 240. If you need to revise multiplying by 10, go back and have a look at that video tutorial. In question 3, we are asked to complete the number track and it is increasing in 20s. Okay, now we are ready to learn. Remember, our focus today is to learn how to record multiplication calculations formally. How do we write them down? This is sometimes called short multiplication or formal written method for multiplication. Let's start. Here we have 2 trays of bread rolls. There are 24 bread rolls on each tray. So how many rolls are there in total? Let's work out the total using partitioning. We can show this on our part-whole model. 24 multiplied by 2 is the same as 20 times 2 and 4 times 2. We are multiplying, so we will always begin with our smallest value. 4 times 2 is 8. 20 times 2 is 40. We can see in total there are 48 bread rolls. I'm going to show you now how you would write that calculation with the formal written method. Here's our 24 rolls and we are going to multiply them by 2. Look carefully at how I've set out the calculation. Each digit is neatly in a column. I've recorded the operation, the multiplication sign, and I've written the single digit I'm multiplying beneath the ones digit. I've drawn 2 lines. It's important to draw these 2 lines because it keeps our calculation neat and really easy to read. The answer to our calculation will be recorded between the lines. That's the answer space. Okay, we are ready to begin. With multiplication, we start with the lowest place value, in this case the ones. 4 ones multiplied by 2 is equal to 8 ones. Now let's look at the tens. 2 tens multiplied by 2 is equal to 4 tens. We record 4 in the tens place. We can still see that 24 multiplied by 2 is equal to 48. Let's have another look at a different example. Here we have 31 multiplied by 3. I'm going to show 31 on a place value grid using base 10 equipment. I have 3 tens and 1 ones. I'm multiplying by 3, so I will need to show this 3 times on my grid. You can see we have 3 ones and 9 tens. Similarly, we can multiply 31 times 3 by partitioning and show it on a part-whole model. 31 times 3 is the same as 30 multiplied by 3 and 1 multiplied by 3. Again, we are multiplying, so we are calculating with the smallest place value first. Here, it's the ones. 1 times 3 is 3. 30 times 3 is 90. 31 times 3 is 93. Let's see how we would multiply 31 by 3 using the formal written method. Here I've recorded my tens and ones. I write the operation sign and the number I'm multiplying. In this case, it's 3. I record it under the ones digit. And now I draw my two lines. My answer will be recorded between these two lines. I start by multiplying my ones. 1 times 3 is 3. Then, looking at my tens, I multiply 3 tens by 3, which is 9 tens. And I record that in the tens place. We can see 31 multiplied by 3 is equal to 93. Can you show this calculation using the three methods shown today? First, illustrate the calculation on a place value grid. Next, multiply by partitioning using a part-whole model. And finally, can you calculate 32 multiplied by 3 using the formal written method or short multiplication? Pause the video now whilst you have a go. Let's see how you get on. First, 32 is shown on a place value grid, and we are multiplying 32 by 3, so we need 3 rows. Now we can represent 32 multiplied by 3 on a part-whole model. 32 is partitioned into its tens and ones value. We begin by multiplying with the ones values. We can see 2 times 3 is 6, 30 times 3 is 90, 32 times 3 is 96. Finally, and this is where our focus is today, we can show short multiplication or formal written method to calculate 32 times 3. We record the tens and ones, 3 tens and 2 ones, the multiplication sign and the number we are multiplying by. Next, we draw our two lines, and this gives us our answer space. Begin by multiplying with the ones. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Next, multiply the tens. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. 9 tens. We can see our answer is the same. 32 times 3 is equal to 96. Okay, write a short multiplication to match the counters. Pause and have a think. Let's see how you get on. 21 times 4 is shown in the place value table. So writing the formal method, we record the tens and ones. 2 tens and 1 1. Write down our sign and then the number we are multiplying by. So we are multiplying 24 by 4. Draw our two lines and that gives us our answer space. And then we begin by multiplying at the ones. 1 times 4 is equal to 4. Next, we move on to the tens. 2 tens multiplied by 4. Well, that gives us 8 tens. Our answer is recorded neatly in the answer space. 21 multiplied by 4 is 84. We can see that we are to calculate 3 times 16. This calculation is represented on a place value grid and we are ready to solve the short multiplication. If we start with the ones, we can see there are 18 ones altogether. We know that 10 of these ones need to be exchanged for 1 10, just like this. I record that exchange in my written method just like this. I place a 1 beneath the line in my tens place. There are 8 ones left, so I'm just writing 8 in the answer space in the ones place. Now, when we look at our tens on our place value grid, we have 3 tens, but I need to add on the extra 10 that I made when I exchanged. We do this using the formal written method by 1 times 3 is 3 and add on the 1 10 that I made when I exchanged, and that now gives me 4 tens. We can see that 3 times 16 is equal to 48. You may need to go back and have a look at that example, so feel free to go back a little on the video or else move forward and we'll look at another example. Here we can see we're asked to solve 23 times 6. Can you pause the video and have a go at solving that calculation using the written method? When you come back, I'll go through the explanation. We begin with the smallest value. 3 ones multiplied by 6 is equal to 18 ones. I need to exchange the 10 here. I record the exchange by writing 1 beneath the answer line in my tens place. Remember, this 1 represents 1 10 from 18. Now we move to the tens. 2 tens multiplied by 6 is equal to 12 tens. But I have to add on the 1 10 that I already have from my previous exchange. This means I have 13 tens. I need to exchange here. I exchange 10 tens for 100. And I record this by writing 1 beneath the line in what would be the hundreds place. And I write the 3 tens that I've left in the answer space. Next, I don't have anything left to multiply, but I must remember to write the 100 that I exchanged in the answer space. So I write this in my answer space in what would be the hundreds space. Don't worry if you find this a little tricky. Just keep going back and looking at the example. With practice, you'll become a pro. Okay, let's do another example. 43 multiplied by 7. Why not give it a go on your own first? Pause the video, have a try, and come back to see how well you did. So as always, we begin multiplying with the smallest place value. Here it's the ones. 3 times 7 is equal to 21. We know we cannot just write 21 in the ones place, so we've got to exchange. We exchange 20 for 2 tens. This is recorded beneath the line in the tens place, and I write 1 in the ones answer space. Next, moving to the tens. 4 tens multiplied by 7 is equal to 28 tens. And the 2 tens that I already have from the exchange is 28, add 2, 30. As with the ones, I cannot write a 2-digit number in my tens place. I cannot write 30. I need to exchange. I record the exchange by writing 3 beneath the line in the hundreds place value and the 0 under the tens place in my answer space. I've nothing else to multiply, but I must remember to record the 3 hundreds that I now have in my answer space. I write 3 in the hundreds place in my answer space. 43 multiplied by 7 is 301. You will get lots of practice of this in your independent task. Remember, keep going back and checking the examples if you're unsure. Okay, today Greg has one final challenge for us. Fill in the missing number. 38 multiplied by 4 is 100 and something and 2. Okay, I wonder how I might go about this. Oh, Greg's given us a hint. He says we must complete the multiplication calculation step by step, starting with the lowest place value, the ones. Okay, let's see. 8 times 4 is equal to 32. I will record my exchange here and then write my 2 ones in the answer space. Next, 3 tens multiplied by 4 is equal to 12 tens. 12 tens, but I already have 3 that I need to add on. 12 add 3 is 15, so I've got 15 tens. I need to exchange. The exchange is already recorded. 1 has been written beneath the line in the hundreds place, so I can change that missing value to 5. And I can see they remembered to show the 100 from the exchange in the answer space. 38 multiplied by 4 is 152. The missing digit is 5. That's it for today's tutorial. Remember, our learning focus was to use formal written multiplication. Go back and have a look through the examples if you're unsure, particularly when it comes to showing the exchange. Good luck at your independent task today. Bye.